Hi guys, welcome back to Shares Cool Beans, and I'm back with another PGCE based video. If you want to check out my other videos, they're in the description box below. I'm going to link all of them down there for you. But today I'm going to be doing a video about PGCE advice. Now, I haven't actually started my PGCE. I'm due to start this September, but I posted a little tweet on Twitter and it just got a massive response. Like, I really didn't expect it. So I got an email from the PGCE provider I'm going to be training with, just telling me, yeah, we're going to send you some reading, and if you're going to be on holiday, to make sure you're back on September 1st. And this kind of like just started to scare me. I'm starting to get very nervous about starting the PGCE because it made it all very official and real. So I posted a tweet on Twitter. You're going to see it here somewhere. And let me read it. It says, received an email about my PGCE starting September 1st day. I guess it's official. I'm so scared. I need advice. And I didn't expect anyone to actually reply. I was just more offloading, but I've got so many responses, I thought I'd share them with you. So all these lovely people who are either on their PGCE or they're already teachers, they replied back to me with some advice. So let's start with the first one. So this lovely lady called Nicola Harvey, she says her advice is to smile and let your students know you like them. They need that, and high expectations. I feel like that's a good one, just to remind your students that you're human by smiling. I remember when I was at school, like, I literally didn't think my teachers were real humans. Obviously they're humans, but they just never smiled, never joked. They were just so formal. So I think that's really good advice. Okay, the next one from another lady called Anne-Louise Quinton. She said, roll with it. You will be brilliant. That's yet to be determined. You may not feel like it for ages, but one day a student you least expect is going to say, thank you, miss, and you won't believe how that will make you feel. Go get them. So I've already kind of had this experience as like a teaching assistant where I'm helping a child who, like, they may be a little bit challenging. And after I've helped them, they've been like, thank you, miss. And it really does warm your heart. Like, it feels so rewarding. So that actually is one of the reasons why I want to start my PGCE and become a teacher. So that's great. Another lady called Charlotte Lamariniere, I think, says, congratulations. My advice, thank you. My advice is, don't put too much pressure on yourself to be the perfect teacher. Remember, you are learning, so just like the students, you are expected to make mistakes. Be gentle with yourself. You will love it. Find it tough at times, but it's worth it. I think that's the one thing most of us PGCE students are worrying about, like the PGCE being too tough, like we won't be able to stand it. But I guess the worst thing that can happen is you don't like it, you find it too tough, and it's just not for you. So you just choose another career path. I think we're scared of the worst case scenario, but like, we'll just know when the time comes. It's not as bad as it sounds to just say, I don't like this, I'm going to choose to do something else. Like, it's not that bad. Well, I say that now, but yeah. I think we're stressing a bit too much because we're in a pandemic. I feel like this is the only thing we're obsessing over. So yeah. And then another lady, I think it's a lady called Kit Rackley, says, this definitely, I think she's replying to the previous tweet, to all the PGCE students and NQTs I've mentored, the number one advice I give is to be human, be fallible and vulnerable. The kids will connect with you and feel safe to be fallible too. Very best of luck and congratulations. Thank you. I think that ties into us teachers being scared, or like teacher trainees being scared to make mistakes, but we're all human. Like, even when I've had my little interventions with kids, like for maths and literacy, I may have made a mistake and they're like, oh, miss, you made a mistake. And I literally just shake it off. I'm just like, oh right, I have. Can you show me where the mistake is? Excellent, well done. Like, it's not that deep if you make a mistake. We're all human. Okay, so this next lovely lady called Charisse Mensa says, first of all, congratulations, thank you. She says, literally, starting this can bring a whole lot of mixed emotions, which it has, and I haven't even started yet. We've still got months to go. And she says, however, you've got this. Be yourself, read, ask if you need help, and enjoy every moment. I started in September and I can't believe it's already March. Time just flies by. Ooh, that's a good one. It's bringing on a lot of mixed emotions, and I think that's half because of us being in the pandemic, because there's literally nothing else to do. This is like the one thing we're kind of looking forward to, but it's such a big thing to do. We're like obsessing over it and we're scared. I'm so scared. Like, we're all on this journey to get, like, if you're watching and you're a PGCE student, maybe you can drop your own advice below. But if you're like me, a PGCE student starting in September, like, we're all on this same journey together. So by the way, you can follow me on Twitter. That'll be down below, and I'll be linking the tweet I tweeted so you can see all of the replies, because there were so many, but I literally just picked out 10. There was literally like maybe 30 pieces of advice there, and it's still ongoing. Okay, the next person, I think she's called Dillies. She says, you'll be great. Just believe in yourself. Be prepared to keep learning also. Something made you want to do this. Don't lose touch with why. And I think this one is so important. Obviously, there's that one thing or many things that's made us want to become a teacher. So on those days when it gets really tough, I think we really need to remember why we wanted to become a teacher. For me, I've just always loved being a student, and I've just loved being in education. It's just such a massive family, if you want to say. And I just love being a part of that, and it gives me great routine. I love the routine of school. Like, whenever I think of next year, I don't think of January start, I think of September, because I'm always thinking of the school year. But yeah, that's absolutely true. We need to not lose touch with why we wanted to become a teacher. So that's great, thank you. And this another lady, I think she's actually a head teacher. I think that's what it said in her bio. This is a great piece of advice. This is from Jackie Ranger. She says, my number one advice, on top of what everyone has already said, is take time out for you. Go to the gym, take a walk, enjoy time with family and friends, attend a spa at least once every half term, and have fun. Teaching is the best career and you will be amazing. Good luck. That's so sweet. Thank you so much. Yeah, I think it's one thing we're also scared about is definitely like working into work-life balance, because you hear so many horror stories of like teacher burnouts, teachers having no life and stuff. But I think about it this way, and I might change my mind, it might actually be too much for me, but I think about it as, say you're in secondary school, you know how you start super early. Well, for me, I felt like it was super early, like 8:15. You might finish at 4, then have like an extra catch-up class, and then you might have homework when you get home. It's just like that. And we dealt with that workload in secondary school. Obviously, being a teacher is much more, but we've got whole degrees, like, come on, we can do this. And then we've got those holidays to look forward to, those amazing holidays. So I guess once we get into a routine, this will be great for us. But for some people, it might just not be what they want. So yeah, it's definitely about establishing that work-life balance as well. I think that's what so many of us are scared about. But it is an amazing career, and I already love being a teaching assistant so much. So I know I'd really like teaching. Well, I say that next year you might see a video saying why I dropped out of the PGC. We should see. We'll see. And another lovely lady called, I think her name's called, well, I'm just going to call her Sunflower because her username's a sunflower emoji. She says, congrats, thank you. I'm halfway through my PGC now. Congratulations to you. She says, the main tip I'd say is stay organized and be on top of your work. Let me read that again. The main tip I'd say is stay organized and be on top of your work, especially on placement, because the amount of paperwork there is will shock you. I saw this a lot, with the other advice. Again, I'm going to link the whole thing below so you can see the whole thread. Just something we're going to have to deal with. I think everyone will get into their own routine, and hopefully our mentors will give us ways to like cope with it. And they say don't leave things till last minute. So if there's a job that can be done in like 5 minutes, just get it done. That's like what I've heard other people say in other YouTube videos. But yeah, stay on top of the workload. That's what we gotta do. Okay, next piece of advice. This is from some guy called Phil Thornton. I think he's already a teacher. He says what they're all saying, so the above pieces of advice, and get routines and expectations clear and embedded as soon as you can. Take time if and when you can to observe other practitioners and take a notebook with you. Let the kids know when you've made a mistake and show them how you rectify this. This will show them that it's okay to be. This will show them it's okay to. I think he made a typo there, but to be human. Be human, have challenges, prepare for those who excel, and link learning to real world evidence. Good luck. Thank you, that's a great piece of advice. So I think when we're doing PGCEs, where like part of that is supposed to be observing other teachers, like when we go on placement. I'm doing a SCITT, so I'll be in the same school for like 2/3 of the year, I think, but then I'll go to another placement, like I don't know, after Easter or something. So yeah, observing different teachers, I've heard about that a lot, because every teacher has a different teaching style. Some may be really strict, some may be laid back, but both of those teaching styles may work for kids. So yeah, I guess it's all about observing and being human as well. Like being human is just such a good, like a massive one, because I think children really do just see us as an authoritative figure. If you tell them something like, oh, like I enjoy singing and dance, they'll be like, you what? You sing and dance? It's like, I'm human too. I like TV shows, I like snacks, I like doing things, you know, so just be human with them. That's such a good one. Another piece of advice from somebody called Alex Hughes. They said, embrace the challenge. You will love it, but you will certainly have those days where you doubt yourself. Remember, that's normal. Make good friends with others on your course because their support is invaluable. Oh, and remember, you were a student, not an expert. Good luck. I like that they put the lucky clover there as well. Like that's giving, like, please give me that luck. But that's such an amazing one. Thank you so much for that. I think it's going to be really fun making friends on the course and stuff, especially since we've been in lockdown for like all these months and stuff. It will be nice to meet people on the same journey as you. Hopefully it will be face to face as well. But yeah, we have to remember we are students as well. We're not coming into this as teachers, we're trainee teachers, so we're expected to make mistakes and stuff. So yeah, I can't wait to make friends on the course, make friends with you guys who are watching. Like, just, it's really amazing, like the education communities you see on YouTube and Twitter. Like, I didn't even know they existed, but here they are, and you know, let's join them because it seemed amazing. And then this person called Largy75 said, learn how to drink midweek but function the next day. I think that's an amazing one. I don't really drink, but you know, the amount of stress that we'll have or may possibly have, might have to drink during midweek. And then the final piece of advice says, congrats. This is from David, thank you. Generic advice, make planning easy on yourself. If and where you can use the lessons the school has as a foundation to develop your own style and lessons. Also, using textbooks does not make you a bad teacher. Don't suffer by force. That's an amazing one as well. By the way, if I'm like stuttering when I'm reading this, I don't have my contact lenses in, so I'm like struggling to read. But yeah, thank you for that piece of advice. Planning is definitely another big one you hear about. Like, it just adds so much to the workload, how long it takes to plan a lesson. Some schools don't allow you to use other resources, they just want you to plan from scratch. I know with the school I currently work at, they kind of have like a plan set out and you kind of just go around that. So that's amazing. But trust me, if it's allowed, I'm not going to be afraid to go online on like Twinkle and stuff and get some resources online. Like, teaching is so much more than making an actual lesson like on a PowerPoint slide, you know what I mean? So I think it would be so cool if there were like people who had the job to plan a lesson for you so that you could just teach it. Like, the amount of workloads that would take off teachers would be incredible. But yeah, we'll have to just see, because every single school is different. So that is all the PGC pieces of advice I'm going to read for you. Again, I will link the actual tweet below so you can see the whole entire thread, because there is so much more and it's still ongoing. I might do a part 2 of this. Comment below if you want that. And yeah, please subscribe to the channel and watch all my other PGCE videos. Remember, we're all in this together. We've got this. September 2021. I can't wait. So speak to you soon. Have a lovely day.